Welcome to Trivia Viral. Our channel covers all the latest analysis and recaps on TV shows and movies, as well as interesting stories and facts that you may not have known. So sit back, relax, and subscribe to our channel if you have been enjoying our videos so far. A girl was born in the early 1950s England with black and white hair, which was already considered unusual. In 1964, at age 12, she attended school but was ostracized by the other students for her unusual hair color and nefarious attitude. Her mother immediately sees potential in her due to her creativity and fashion, and her affinity for dogs, especially a stray she picks up, due to her rebellious nature. This video is sponsored by QD. QD is Asia's largest platform for students, tutors, and coaches to find and book lessons online or offline, all from a single platform. Sign up at QD today. Her mother pulls her from school and they decide to move to London to make a fresh start. Her mother attends a party hosted by the great designer and tells her to stay in the car. However, she ends up chasing her dog and runs afoul of the designer's ferocious Dalmatians. As she runs outside, she sees her mother speaking to the designer, and the Dalmatians end up running her mother over a landing and off a cliff to her death. Believing that the designer killed her mother, she takes her dog and flees into the city, though not before losing her mother's important necklace. She is found by two street urchins, as well as their one-eyed dog Wink, who reluctantly invites her to stay with them as she dyes her hair red. 10 years later, in 1974, the adult woman and her two friends make a living as petty thieves and pickpockets to make ends meet while she continues making designs for extravagant clothing at the local stores on Savile Row. For her 22nd birthday, her friends get her an entry-level job as a janitor for a Liberty fashion store. Her manager continues to belittle her as she tries to make suggestions that are swiftly ignored. While staying late one night, an inebriated woman fixes one of the window displays, which is seen by the designer in the morning. Impressed, she hires her to join her elite team of clothing designers to expand her creativity. She also befriends the owner of a vintage clothing store who admires her taste in fashion. She rises in the ranks and acts as a supervisor of sorts for the great designer. But upon seeing her necklace being worn by her, and hears the designer's claims that it was previously stolen from the designer, she resorts to getting her friends to help steal the necklace. She wears her natural hair color and, adopting the guise of Cruella, crashes the designer's party while her friends try to steal the necklace. However, the designer is wearing it. As the designer uses a dog whistle to command her Dalmatians, she comes to the realization that she used the same whistle to direct her dogs to kill her mother. One of the Dalmatians ends up swallowing the necklace as she and her friends flee in a stolen Panther de Ville. Now with the proper motive for revenge, she continues to taunt the designer by appearing at her lavish gatherings in over-the-top and stylish outfits and recruiting her childhood school friend to use her journalistic connections to spread her publicity. Her friends begin to feel abused by Cruella, but continue to aid her. The designer, growing more and more angered at Cruella, fires her lawyer, who returns to his side work as a pianist. She continues her taunting by kidnapping the designer's Dalmatians until one of them gives up the necklace. Her schemes get more daring as she has the shop owner create more outfits, and together they put on a fashion show in Regent's Park. The great designer, finally figuring out that Cruella is her, finds her hideout and captures her friend. She is tied up as she burns the place to the ground while her friends are arrested and blamed for her death. However, she is rescued by the designer's valet, who has managed to secure the necklace, which is a key to a box containing her birth. She finds out she is actually the designer's daughter. Being vain, the designer was disappointed with her pregnancy and asked that she be gotten rid of. Her husband died of grief, believing the baby had died. Angered over being lied to, she eventually makes peace with the truth by announcing her intent to avenge her mother by defeating the Baroness and finally adopting the name Cruella. She breaks out her friends from jail and apologizes for not giving them credit, while also recruiting the shop owner for one final scheme. They trick the designer's guests into wearing Cruella wigs and break into her party, where Cruella, adopting her appearance for one final time, has the designer come out to see her, reveals that she knows everything. The designer feigns being happy to reunite with her and approaches for a hug. All of her friends have the guests go outside, where they witness the designer shoving her off the landing and over the cliff. The police, having arrived thanks to Cruella, come and arrest the designer. She uses a parachute as she falls and returns to witness the designer being taken away, now having adopted the full name of Cruella de Vil. What are your thoughts about the story? Let us know in the comments section below. Subscribe if you would like to see more similar videos, and give us a thumbs up to get more recommendations of our videos. Be the first to watch the latest videos by clicking the bell icon. See you on the next video.